Hi, well I just wanted to say thanks to everybody who's been watching my videos, jazz, funk and soul music, which of course we all love. I can see that from the kind of comments that I'm getting from people. I just want to thank everybody who's favourited the numbers, everybody who's subscribed so far. I think there's about 85 tracks up there at the moment. There's a whole load more that I'm going to post up, so watch this space for that. But what I wanted to do was really just give you a little bit of background information and something which you can look forward to in the next few weeks as well. Basically, my love for this music stems from my childhood as a kid, back in the early 60s, in Harlesden, which is in northwest London. At that time, it was a place where there was a large black community, as there is now, and I was kind of brought up in that community with lots of Motown and soul, and that stuff, even though I was only 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, kind of stayed with me, and I never lost the interest for music such as that. And I suppose that by the time I was able to start buying records, I started to buy soul music from the early 70s onwards, but by the time 74, 75, 76 the disco explosion took hold, and by the late 70s there was some really great jazz, funk and soul coming out. And fortunately I was close to a very good record shop that had all the latest stuff, including the American imports, and I spent a lot of my time down there buying records, some of the earliest 12-inch singles when they were coming out, 75, 76. As I say, I've kept the collection. I went on to run a mobile disco, did some really good functions around London, did some of the clubs, but importantly I think by the late 70s I was involved in the pirate radio scene in London, which in those days was fantastic. I understand it's still pretty vibrant. I don't live in London anymore. But I was on a station by 1981 called JFM, which I stayed with on and off for until about 84, I think it was, when I finally left JFM. But I did the Sunday lunchtime slot with some great names like Pete Tong, the late great Steve Walsh, Lynn Parsons and Pete Tong. Pete Tong's certainly still on Radio 1, Lynn Parsons still knocking around, presenting radio programs, which just brings me on to one other point I was going to make, is that if you've enjoyed the music and if you like the music that you see here, then what I'd like you to do is listen to Solar Radio, which is run by a very good friend of mine who used to run KISS in London, KISS FM. I think it's KISS 100 now. And Solar, of course, was a station which followed Horizon and JFM. Many of the names that were on JFM Horizon actually went over to Solar Radio in the late 80s. I wasn't on the scene anymore at that time. I'd moved away from London, couldn't get down to do any more shows. But Solar Radio is still there. It's now on Sky Digital, which you can find if you can't remember the actual channel. I think it's 129, but you can find it on Sky Digital, so you can hear that all over Europe, or you can listen on the internet on solarradio.com. and in the next few weeks I will be doing a show on there, and I'll be playing some of the stuff that you've seen on here, plus a lot of other stuff as well, and it will be an all vinyl show, so hope to see you along for that. You can actually contact me on the day. I'll let you know it's going to happen on here, so if you want to have any particular requests, and give me a name and I'll make dedications to you. It'd be my pleasure to do that. But in the meantime, all I can say to you is just great to see that you're along with me here listening to this great music, and I hope you'll stay with me as I post up many more great sounds. So we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.